2015 Toyota Tacoma, crank no start, P1604, a couple other startability codes, no key codes for security key issues, one owner, under 100,000 miles. This one is showing right now as the fuel pump's not getting power, so just going to try to troubleshoot her. I do see something here that I think is probably going to be the issue. Got a little bit of corrosion here, and then also on this style Tacoma, the fuel pump resistors right here. So I am going to test this here a little further. I'm going to jump those two wires here and see if it completes the circuit for getting power to the fuel pump. I also got a few other things to check, but right now it's fuel pump's not activated. I am going to try to see if I can get it to run on alternative fuel, or at least try to crank or start, and then give an update. Here's this 2015 Tacoma. I don't have the wiring diagram printed out here, but the main, well, not main, but this circuit open feeds this fuel pump relay, and I checked for power on these, and relays are working, power is being fed. I jumped the fuel pump resistor, which is right here. Power going all the way back to the fuel pump. So I know I'm okay all the way here to the fuel pump. I was pretty confident that I didn't need to check fuel pressure because I wasn't getting fuel pressure, but there were a couple of little things that I did as a sanity check. I made sure that I had spark. I use this little inline spark detector, and I got it rigged that I can use it for various different things. So I plug, this goes in, I remove the coil, this goes in where the coil is, and then I have some old spark plug wires that just allow me to put this up high enough that I can see it. So we had spark. Probably could have just skipped that too. And I took the air intake box out, and she runs with starter fluid. So she runs with alternative fuel. Be careful if you run your vehicle on starter fluid. You got to really know what you're doing. Another option is propane, but that's even worse if you don't know what you're doing. But don't run it for a very long time. Just see if you can kind of get it to start. So that's what's happening there. Diagnosed it all the way back to no fuel pump not working, but circuitry working. Okay. And what I did, it's pretty easy to drop the fuel pump on this guy, or fuel tank. So I got the fuel tank dropped, and then I went ahead and did a sanity check on this. These two pins here and here are positive and negative, and then these are the sending units. So we got four pins, and you can check this too. If you were to pull this out, you'll see the two wires that go to the actual fuel pump. I use my little power probe, and you don't need to do this, but I was just trying to find a reason to use it today. So I got screwdriver on my negative, and my negative is on that side. And then I power probe it here. Oh, she's dead. And I know that she's dead. I'm going to go ahead and do it the other way too. It doesn't matter on a DC. But I know this is bad. I mean, I know that it's a bad motor. I wouldn't normally do this, but just in case So pump's dead. One other thing, kind of a neat little thing to do, is sometimes with a rubber mallet you can hit the bottom of this tank, get that fuel pump to work a little bit, and I did that and she ran for a little bit. So just kind of validating and verifying that the same. So that's what we got here, bad fuel pump, and it was a P1604 startability issue. Got a chance to use the power probe again, which I didn't really need because I could have just jumped the wires with the jumper, but it's much safer to do it this way. And I'll put the new pump in and see how she does.